breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation pride.
All right, and good morning to everyone. Conehead, Drunk Donkey Nation. Look at that. That was a little shelf cloud action that was here at Dunedin Causeway. Let me see if I get my... we don't want any YouTube political stuff. And countdown's off. It's a successful end of the week. I turned the countdown clock off. Oh my gosh. So let's say hey to everybody. What's going on? Oh, ads. Oh my God. We're working through that. All right. I see both sides of the chat. So there's Michael on YouTube. Kia Sportage. I know Agua. That was a few years back. I always chase the storm. I've always been attracted to storms. I don't know why. Always been, obviously. What's up, Dale? How's it going, local Rays tonight? Miguel Beer is heading to ABC. So big shout out to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits located in Florida here. They are getting the first shipments of Hurricane Hunter beer. I guess we'll start out with Hunter. Both dogs are on my lap right now. But yes, Hurricane Hunter beer hitting the shelves maybe today. I think Seminole, I heard, might be one of the first. So yeah, big thanks ABC. Let's see. So we'll be doing a lot more. I'll be doing a little video there soon. We might be doing a meet and greet at one of these ABCs pretty soon. So pay attention to that. Oh, there's our beer, by the way. There's a picture. Look at that. I'm doing the same pose. Look at that. Except I didn't comb my hair today again. But there we go. There's our beer. All right, so let's put it on the Tropics. We're going to talk weather. We say hello for a little bit. Let everybody log in. This is Mike's weather page. I am an unofficial source of weather. I am a weather wannabe, a weather cherry picker. I like to pick models to get likes. I have no meteorological background. I'm in it to sell t-shirts. There you go. There's my disclaimer. There's Shelly on there. What's up, George? We got Whitney. We got Brent. Palm Beach rains again. Jamelia Rooney. What's happening from up north? What's up, Cindy? Lubbock, Texas. Ludenbach, Texas. We got Keith from South Carolina. Doreen. What's up, Hunter? Look at Doreen. Doreen says, hi, Hunter. Can you wave? Let's see. Say, hi, Doreen. Hi. Agua, he doesn't look mad. He's a good boy. Good morning, Kathy from Lakeland. Rainbow. Listen, man, the South Florida's getting hammered again. A little bit less today, though. But still had some weather advisories on the southeast coast of Florida this morning. Sharon, yes, plenty. There's even sweaters. Sweater weather is not coming to Florida. Janet Boylan, are you related to me? That's my last name. So yeah, we're watching the tropics, so we got a lot to talk about. The radar, let's put it on Bermuda radar real quick. Here we go. So Bermuda, that is Epsilon. Epsilon is passing to the east. You can see the eye on radar. This is Bermuda radar. Bermuda did have a few squall lines come through the night. Nothing too big, bad, but hey, they had a little bit of Epsilon. So there you go. Luckily, it passed. Pretty good little hurricane there. We reached major hurricane status with Epsilon. Couple interesting notes with Epsilon A. It formed rapid intensification. Not one model predicted it. 0.2% chance it was going to rapidly intensify, and it did. And secondly, it formed over some pretty cool waters in the Atlantic. A lot of people think that when the water's cool, you can't have major hurricanes. Well, it proved that wrong, just like Florence did. So, again, the tropics surprise us, and we're going to talk about Western Caribbean here. We're going to put Hunter down. Hunter has been a good boy. I think he loves this part of the day. He loves to show off. And do we got Hunter, or do we have Gunner out there? What's up, Katie? All right, so there you go. So we'll let Louis steal the show. He's been very needy today. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's been a little needy today. All right, so here's the tropics. Well, what are we going to talk about? How are we going to talk about all this? Look at these. These just got posted on Tropical Tidbits, by the way, so we'll leave these up. So we got Invest 95. It is orange. It's 60%. We talked about it a lot yesterday. Watching things in real time. Not if it sounds like I'm tooting my horn, unplug the internet, send me hate mail, say, damn it, Mike, don't go there. But we've been talking a lot about this area. Now, why? Because historically speaking, any sort of low pressure area down here tends to be something to watch. Yesterday we saw it. Saw a little spinach. We saw low shear. We see hot water. We see convection firing up. We see low pressure. We see a wave. We see all kinds of stuff. So it has indeed, thinking back, we talked about the 22nd October as a spot to watch, and that was 10 days ago. Now, remember, some of the models had a big bad hurricane coming out of this. Well, obviously, that's not a very common theme right now. However, the common theme is what we talked about, low pressure. Because we got a gnat. No, I should have let you get that. Because when we go camping, Louis loves to catch gnats. Well, he looks kind of pissed off today. He's just kind of staring. So anyway, feeder bands, and yeah, Enrique, you're, yes, that's a good point, Enrique. I'm very lucky, Jenny. I just look at the models. Fifth Monday, we got a fifth Monday. All right, so here was the theme all along. The theme was this: if we got a strong system, it showed this. If we had a weak system, it kind of showed it get pulled up into the Gulf. So it's not very organized right now. So we're getting this slow drift likely the models are really picking up on. And I believe that. I can see that. I can see why that's happening. We have the Halloween front we've been talking about. The Halloween front is coming. The Halloween front is really the next. We have a little front right now. So the slight pull to the north is because of this front that's happening right now. This is what we got right now. So let's go to tomorrow. So here's tomorrow's front. This is tomorrow, Saturday. This front's going to flatten out. Now, we talked about this. This front's going to die. So there's a brief little window that this gets pulled up a little bit. Steering currents are very weak right now. So it's going to have a couple days to meander. very weak steering currents. In fact, you can look at the steering map right here, and there's very little motion. So we have a high pressure here, so a little bit of winds pushing that way. We have an upper level low here, a little bit of winds pushing this way. So these kind of offset each other. So our system's kind of stuck in the middle right here. So we have and then we have a block here to the top. So very, very weak steering currents in the next couple days. This will allow, in my opinion, time to intensify, and it's appearing so right now. This is the current look on Weather Nerds. So it does appear, that it's trying to lower pressures, starting to ventilate a little bit, starting to get some of the outer bands, starting to get a big pop of convection just below the island here. We have a lot of lightning. So, a couple days of slow movement does seem possible for intensification. In the current wind map, I was really looking at it a lot this morning, and you can see this little low level that we're getting a big flare up right now. 700 millibar, very well defined middle spin here. NHC marked it more over here. 500 millibar was showing up a little bit more. It actually got a little closer now. So our 500 millibar is lining up here. Our middle spin about here. So not a very big spread. So it's starting to stack a little bit. This latest pop that we just are seeing right here on Weather Nerds is just southeast. And we can see it right here. So 700 millibar pop about right here is where we're seeing that. So it's trying. Louis getting a little tired here. So yeah, bubble, October trouble. Brax, what's going on? Hey Mitchell, yeah, we can show you the rings. Here, I can show you the rings. I can tell you how good Louis is. So from day one, Louis was meant to model. Now we're going to attempt to do something never done on live Facebook. We're going to attempt to show stacking on top of a French bulldog. Okay? You stay. Okay? This Louis is 850 millibar. Okay? Now you don't move. Stay. All right, we'll get him happy. All right, you stay right there. That's 850. Don't move. Oh, don't you move. I told you don't move. 850. Don't move. These are slippery. Don't move. 850. Let's just try to get 500 and we'll call it a day. And then I'll give you a treat. You want a treat? You stay right there. Stay. 500 millibar. Stay. Oh, stay. What does do? All right, there we go. All right, we're going to do it for 5 seconds, and then I'll put you down. Ready? All right, ready? Everybody count with me. Ready? 1. Oops. Alexa, count down 5 seconds.
5 seconds, starting now.
You did it! All right, I'll get you a treat. I promise. We'll give him a treat. So anyway, the stacking is not. It was kind of doing that. That's kind of what our storm's doing. It's kind of. All right, Alexa, stop. Jeez. Alexa, stop. Jesus, Alexa. I love doing that to Emily in the morning. Setting a 5-minute timer. All right, so there's that. All right, so here is the. All right, so we got weak steering, long range. This is why these models are kind of pointing now into the Gulf. Weak systems, if we would have had a stronger system, likely would have got pulled quick. Plus, this front was expected to be a little bit stronger than what it was. So currently, weak system, brief window to possibly organize. Our Halloween front is coming. That's our next front. This is going to be here Thursday, Friday of next week. This will be the ultimate steering that will turn our system ahead of that. So confidence is definitely high that the Halloween front that we've been talking about for so long is going to ultimately steer. So can it develop? There is a lot of shear right now. A lot of shear in the Gulf right now. Here's the current look at the shear. This is a great map. Currently, there's very little shear where it's at. So yes, check mark yes. What happens up here? Well, I think the shear is going to relax because we have an approaching front. Shear usually relax a little bit ahead of an approaching front. So I believe that this shear is going to back away, and we're going to have a little window of opportunity. That's the shear. This is not the storm. This is the shear. The shear is going to push away, allowing less shear as this pulls up. So, it's not anything yet. The only thing is, officially, you can say I'm hyping or not, but it's at 60% right now from the NHC. So they're believing this thing is definitely, on its way to be something. And it says it could be a tropical depression in the next couple days. But we also know how quick these things can pop in the Caribbean. So remember, we talk about it all the time. Hot water, low shear, history. That's the same thing as we were repeating 10 days ago. Now the MJO did a little something tricky. It got updated, not really showing a enhanced stage, but it's definitely kickstarting. So I'm not really sure what happened here, but regardless, we are getting a pop here in convection. So, all right, so let's look at all the models. The water, again, plenty warm enough for something to intensify. It's not showing. Now here's our models. All the models are starting to show it more. We kept showing these. So it's happening. Lots of precipitable water. Say that fast. Precipitable. Lots of juice down there. A lot of moisture. We showed that a lot yesterday. That's on Bay News 9 site. You can also see it on our super duper water map here. A lot of moisture to work with down in the Caribbean. I've got a lot of spin already in the atmosphere. You can see it. It's actually pulling up some moisture from the Pacific. And even you can argue part of Epsilon here is wrapping into South Florida and actually going to be wrapping around our low. So it's all connected. The atmosphere is all connected. Epsilon's tail continues to bring moisture into South Florida. And again, you can argue that this moisture field is actually going to wrap in around our developing system. So very weak steering currents, very low shear down there, very hot water. And again, I'm talking about Florida. Another day of rain. It's happening already. We have, unfortunately, more rain coming in from the Atlantic, heading towards the Keys. This is Epsilon's tail feeding. All this is going to actually get pulled down into our developing system. So there's that. All right. So models have been terrible this year. We know that. Let's leave it up right here. So models have been absolutely terrible. Now look at this. Even our intensity models are starting to increase now. So models have S-U-C-K. I hate that word, suck. I hate that. I love the word juicy. I don't like the word suck. All right, so timing. All right, good question. So original thinking from the NHC this morning was that all this moisture would be here more Sunday, Monday. Weaker system that goes here, still Sunday, Monday. This front's coming down. When is Halloween? Saturday. So this front's coming down Thursday, Friday. So timing would be later part of the week if this thing does do anything in turns. Front's coming. Look at that. Does that make, look at that. Look at that. It looks like, Shelly says that looks like Reed Timmer does that sometimes. There you go. So, so yeah, you're right, Whitney, gut forecast. And that's why, even yesterday, you got to watch these in real time. Here's another imagery. This is, showing a little more pop. Here is, let's show you the islands here too, by the way, because we have a lot of fans down that neck of the woods. So, just to give you an idea, a lot of people saying they're checking in from the Cayman. So here's the Cayman Islands. This is Jamaica. So that little island here that we keep showing up, this is the Cayman Islands. So we have a lot of fans in the Cayman Islands. So every time you see that little island there, like right here, popping on let's go back to where did it go? Well, I don't know right here, but there we go. There's the Cayman Islands right here, and that's where the pop is right now. Oh, that's the one I wanted, Tropical Tidbits. This was a little more updated. So here's Cayman Islands right here. This appears, this latest bubble is 700, 500 millibar starting to line up. So this appears to be just southwest of the Cayman Islands, where it appears center might be trying to develop. So we'll be watching this spot throughout the day. So models, again, have been terrible. Our one model that I got called out on from an actual professional meteorologist, the one that called me cherry picking, the model I used was the Icon model. I like the Icon model, right? You guys that will follow me know the Icon model has been pretty decent. The last storm, it didn't do very well. You know, you get a feeling. Well, the Icon's always been showing this low pressure. Even when the others stopped, the Icon kept showing general low pressure forming on a slow pace and kind of moving up. And so the Icon is being shared by everybody because most people like to share the worst case scenario. So here's the latest Icon. We'll fast forward to Saturday morning. Here's Sunday going into Monday morning. Starts to develop our system. Now this makes a lot of sense, right? Remember I showed you the steering maps. We have low pressure here, high pressure here. We have basically a block here. So the steering currents are really low right now. So the Icon, believable. We'll have to watch that scenario. But it does pull it up north, and then eventually you can see this. So here is the front coming. This is Wednesday, October 28th. Here's the Halloween front coming right here. This is the one that probably won't make it past Gainesville. But this front will eventually turn whatever happens, if it's a weak low pressure system or not. There's really nothing pulling it right now. So earlier in the week, remember the front that we're seeing now, the reason that the models were showing two things. The models originally were showing a strong GFS system here. Strong systems naturally pull north, they naturally speed up, and they usually shoot northeast. Well, that was the original thinking of the GFS. The other thing we were showing a lot of was two lobes of energy. This lobe and this lobe. Weaker one went this way. This was a strong scenario. So this one seems like it's out. Now we're seeing a weak low pressure hang around for 2 or 3 days, try to develop, get influenced by this front, and eventually turn somewhere. So the question will be, how much can it develop? There is shear in the Gulf right now. Long-range shear forecasting is impossible, in my opinion. We know when a front is coming. We know when a front's coming, there's a lot of shear. That's just the nature of the beast. 200 millibar winds here on Tuesday. On the GFS shows the front coming down. This is our Halloween front. So as far as upper level winds, midweek, on 200 millibar at least, very weak, low shear ahead of our Halloween front. So that, and this is showing up on the CMC Wednesday. There's potentially where the CMC is showing our low pressure to be right here. Potentially right here, CMC. But again, Halloween front, weak shear, eventually pulled off to the northeast. So that's kind of the theme on all the models. Even the Euro showing our weekend front. Euro showing the energy split now. This was the original thinking all along. This is Sunday. This is the latest Euro. Weak system, weak system. So that theme is still there. This little system is what's showing up now on the models as possibly dominating and becoming maybe something to watch. GFS or the year. This is the Euro. The Euro actually takes it more in the upper Gulf. Here's our front coming down. This is Wednesday, and then So yeah, Gulf is watching, unfortunately. Lots to watch. I think the biggest shocker of the morning for me was the big change in the direction from the NHC this morning. All right, so this was 2 a.m. Now this was all the models. This was posted at 2 a.m. Everything showed a weak low pressure coming across, getting pulled over and possibly, but a lot of the models were hinting that we could have a little bit of piece broke off, and now in a period of 6 hours, the NHC went from that to this. Boom. Look at that. That was 2 a.m., 8 a.m. Big change from the NHC. So, and of course, I posted earlier kind of my theory on it 2 hours ago. It sucks getting old when you wake up. So there you go. There's the two scenarios. So we're watching. All right. So let's look at the rest of the models. And the birds are chirping. Hope they shut the door. Pensacola, Ashley, wait. Man, what's going on? I gotta shut the door. Hang on. These birds. What? Shut the door. What are you doing? Hey. Ah. We've had these birds for years. I'm the only one that takes care of these things. These birds have been part of our live weather for 3 years now. I feed them every day, take care of them. The birds are mad. They feel the low pressure dropping. They're like, oh, the tropics. So, well, Joy, that's true. It would suck not waking up. Hey, every day you wake up. Every day I wake up without a hangover is a great day. and I can tell if I don't drink too much, I dream and I sleep so good. So I balance my sleep with what I have to drink the night before. So there you go. All right. So interesting stuff. All right. So the models are catching up. Tropical Tidbits just got the 12Z models in. Here's your lowering pressures, just showing you, pressures are slowly, starting to drop. Definitely can see it on the spin maps. We have Ensembles starting to run. Did I update these yet? Oh, 95 Ensembles. There you go. Look at that. Holy cow. All right, so let's leave it up here. These are fresh off of Weather Nerds. And by the way, my site, just so you know, everything on the site, Tropical, usually is the second column. And there's your spaghetti models. You get your ensembles. You get your custom products, which we show a lot. I don't think it's updated yet. Maybe it is. Let's see. It's a fun one. Oh yeah, look at that. This is a great one. You can put on your ocean heat content maps, your water vapor loopage, all kinds of stuff. So, and I put on there. Look at that. One kilometer high resolution. So that is right here. Custom 95 storm products. It's a good map. So then we have the Weather Nerds high resolution satellites that he doesn't mind we link. That's why we love Tropical Tidbits, and Weather Nerds are our favorites. So back to the ensembles. And let me close my windows here. Oh, I got to do the new thing. Oh, by the way, look, I hung up my picture frame. So we always have Hunter in the background. How you like that? But man, you talk about a shift. Look at this. This is crazy. I have never seen a 12-hour span of blowing the tropics off to now the Gulf is saying, what the heck? But it's 2020. I hate saying that though. I don't like it. What's up, Aaron Jackson? You guys on the water? Oh, I have cockatiels. I don't even know what I got. They're cheap birds you buy at PetSmart. And they must be happy because they've lived a long life. But all right. So here's your European ensembles. Interesting. Weak system. Look at this. Doesn't move much for a few days. Rainmaker for Yucatan, no doubt about it. Cayman Islands for sure. Cuba. So weak system. Here's our front coming down later in the week. Eventually we're going to see a turn. But that is a pretty big shift west for the Euro. Not a shift, but an initial. And now here's the GFS. The important thing to note, none of them are really showing development, but I wouldn't go to Vegas and bet on that yet. The common theme is very little movement for a couple days. Possibly we're looking at those big rain chances. I mean, come on, you can't rain 10 days straight in Miami, right? So maybe Mother Nature is adjusting and going to give South Florida a break. So as this does this, maybe the rain chances here might be decreasing because this was all supposed to do that. But that was in response to this weekend's front coming down, which is not. Look, Saturday, the front stalls. Very little steering currents. If the front was strong and we had a big dip, you would have a lot of pull, but we don't have that right now. So right now it's just going to sit down here for a couple days and then slowly drift up, waiting on our Halloween front. So let's see. So this is not the front. The one that you're seeing right now is not the Halloween front's down the road. The Halloween front is here on Wednesday, and here it is on Friday. Kind of makes its way through the Gulf, trying to. But when you're looking right here on Friday, there's only one way to go. That's the way it works. So yeah, Linda, what do you think about that? 0% chance. I love a few. I've screenshotted a couple meteorologists that waved their pom-poms the other day. I love it. Everybody wants to be right. I admitted I was wrong a bunch this year. So I saw a couple big Mets. Oh, all you people that were sharing models, now there's nothing, blah, 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 blah. So now they're eating crow because now they got to talk about it. And Epsilon is looking a little pointing off to the northeast today. So Epsilon is here. Here's Bermuda. Whoops, let me draw it again. So Bermuda is here. There's Epsilon. And then it's going to turn and it's going to shoot off to the northeast, possibly close to New England and Ireland still. And I know we got people watching from there. Let's look real quick here for those folks, because we do have people that chime in from New England and Ireland. Let's just look at a wind map here, and you can just see. So we got a little one this weekend. Let's rewind it. All right, so this is actually tomorrow. So tomorrow we got a little low tomorrow. Got some winds for Ireland, and then Epsilon comes a little more chance for Tuesday, Wednesday, and next week. So here's Epsilon next week, spinning in some winds to Ireland, maybe into England. So you'll feel it. It's not showing up as bad as it was earlier. GFS, because it's going a little bit more to the north, a little bit more stronger on the GFS. So it could be definitely something still to watch. So those are pretty hefty winds here, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So England and Ireland right here, Epsilon could definitely bring in some action midweek next week. So pay attention to that. Pow. All right, let me turn that off. Let me go back to our page, slow down a little bit, drink some coffee, and we'll just leave it right here. We'll put it right here for now. Take a look at that. So, England. Did I say New England? Oh, well, you know what I meant. It's New England to me. I don't know. England, UK. I got British friends over there. Mark Burgess, are you watching? Coffee, Shelly. Coffee's getting cold. 9:54. And I got my storm chasing magnet in. Now, is this ironic or what? So I ordered storm chasing magnets. Magnets. And I had a lot of great suggestions telling me don't leave them on my car. I'm not. I live in an HOA. So I would only put these on a couple times. Plus, it'd be on a rental car. Wink, 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 wink. Rental car until I buy a Jeep. So I got white ones. This is for the next storm chase. I'm going to have to get a white Jeep. They're white. My truck's pearl. So that's why the offsetting colors. I hate that. But that's for my next rental car. Because I knew we were going to chase storms. I knew it. I told everybody. End of the month. We were talking about it a long time ago. The conditions were lining up. History repeats itself for sure. And this little guy is still that wave we were watching. Look at this little guy. We've been trekking him all the way from Africa. Who knows? There's a lot of shear down here. A lot of shear blowing in from the west, but it's still got some juice. And this little guy, honestly, the MJO for this little guy is going to be extremely positive. So we still have to watch him. A couple days ago, remember, it was here, then it was here, then it was here, now it's here. That definitely looks like some rain rolling in for the islands and maybe Trinidad and South America there. All right. What else? Let me slow down a little bit. Let's see here. Again, this weekend, here's a good graphic. Going back to weather now, we got swells coming in on the East Coast now because of Epsilon. These are going to continue the next day or so into Saturday. Epsilon's pulling away, so the coastal event's backing off. So this is Sunday-ish, going into Sunday. Look. So, today and tomorrow, big swells along the East Coast. Definitely today. In fact, let's look at Cocoa Beach webcam. Let's see what we got over there. Shelly always sends me one. Let's see. Cocoa Beach webcam. Let's take a look. See what it looks like. Oh, that's rain in there. Imagine that. Rain. But there's some big waves rolling in. Raining. You can see the rain. Epsilon rains. Here's another one. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that dude's surfing. Trying to load. Nope. Load. Nope. There it goes. There it is. Oh, that can't be right. Is it? I guess that's right. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway. But later today it should start picking up. So. Yeah, I could get a 4Runner. I know. It's just so Big Storm. Talking with the boys at Big Storm, right? So this is already totally 100% sold out. So when you go to your local stores, ABC stores, you better get it the next couple weeks. It was a special hops. And we're talking about doing 3 or 4 designs a year. The Hurricane Hunter series. All right. So that would mean the next can design with Hunter, they might want to do the Storm Chaser, which means I need a Jeep. And it would come out around January, February, let's say, just out there. And we might have a winter kind of a thing. Because I want to storm chase up in the mountains. I want to go to Gatlinburg. I do it every year, and we stream live chasing snow. And I need a Jeep. That's what I'm getting at. So, it showed up on the tracker, Joe. Oh my God, let's take a look at that. It's on the tracker. Our beer is now officially on the tracker. Let's take a look. I have to go to my photos here. I think I shared it. Did I share it? I don't even know. This is my personal page. By the way, here's my Jeep. That's what I want. Graphic magnet. This little hint there. Big Storm. There we go. Let's see. No, we got to go to Big Storm. Let's go to Big Storm Brewery and take a look. Okay, so here we have a tracker button. There we are. There's me. All right, so we go to the Big Storm Brewery beer tracker and look. Oh, look at that. It even says Mike's weather page. Look at that. That is the coolest thing ever. Look at this. It says Mike's weather page. That's us. Should say your weather page. All right, Mike's weather page. Look, within 10 miles. Let's do within 100 miles of my zip code. Let's see. Oh my God, look at that. We actually have places now that show it. So look at that. This is way early, but these are the first stores that just got it, I think, yesterday. And it's going to be across the whole state of Florida. They've already ordered it all across Florida. There's Apps and Taps has it. Total Wine has it. Of course, ABC here. Seminole, that's where we might be doing a... oh, they haven't even updated ABC. So Seminole ABC, I think, had it last night. Oh, there we go. ABC, Hudson, Sarasota, Northport. So it's starting to show up. But the ABC and Seminole, I think we might be doing a meet and greet in November. Have to stay tuned for that. So stay tuned for that. ABC and Seminole. Pretty cool stuff. All right. So unfortunately, I wish it was clearer. It's not. We have a possibly developing system here that we have to watch. There's more spaghetti models now. Look at that. Man. Look, talk about a waking up to what? Ain't nobody got time for that. I should do a funny meme like that. Remember that lady? Nobody got time for that. Yes, it will carry. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. ABC's out of the East Coast. They're going to have it. So, look at that, man. Who would have thought? Look at that. So, we got to watch. Watching in real time, folks. And, you know, you just got that feeling, you know. You got that feeling that we could have something tropical brewing quick. Just got that feeling. Had it all along. Don't know why. We were hot and heavy on talking about this. I posted this video in case you missed it. I was tooting my horn because I got called out on Twitter again. You should be ashamed of yourself for sharing 10-day models. This was
However,
this was
spot we're watching from the end of the month.
Look at that.
10 days from now. So 10 days.
10 days.
This is what we're looking at.
Look at that. And look, we were talking about this on 10/12.
We have.
Now, it wasn't because the GFS was showing a hurricane. It was because we saw a tropical wave coming over there. We saw a huge gyre or low pressure. We saw history. We saw the MJO. We see the hot water. We see the shear. So whatever. It is what it is. Hey, what's up, Brax? Saw the Hurricane Hunter's cool, man. Vicky, you got that feeling in your bones. I know, man. I don't know, Telford. How you doing up there, man? Now you... Yeah, Liz, it's so funny. These dogs, let me take a picture. So they gotta know. Oh, look at this, beer and weather. I just got a message from John Sinning. So hell yeah, man. Look at that. I got an email. So what do I got today? What day is today? Friday. So look at that, 2:45. Look at that. Look at that, man. My buddy John from The Bone. So if you're local to Florida, man, you can watch it online. I'm going to be talking about beer and talking about weather. Can you believe that? On the radio. That's when you make it big time. I just got an email from ABC. Creepy. This is why you got to join the ABC Rewards program, because they send you cool emails. Look at that. Creepy cocktails. Isn't that cool? Look at that. You could join ABC Rewards and then get those. So, but why did I even grab my phone? I don't even know why I grabbed my phone now. I grabbed my phone for something. I don't know. But anyway, the website's updated, by the way. I did it at 5 o'clock this morning. There it is. Invest 95. I know it's not in focus, but you hit Invest 95 and you got all your little easy links. It is the most basic, most simplest app on the planet, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I have all the cool links and people like it. So, and I do update it. I do send out. Oh, look at this! Am I live? Today's 10:23. Why? Is this streaming live on YouTube? This morning, there it is. Invest 95. I know it's not in focus, but you hit. Oh my God! 95. Look! And you got all your little. Look at this, links. Shelly. I gotta promote my app. So I pay money. So why do I charge $1 a month? Because it costs a lot of freaking money to run an app. I pay probably $2,000-3,000 a year on this app as far as push notifications, fees, because of, traffic, keeping it updated. YouTube, I pay money now because they have an API program that I had to buy to enable YouTube. But check this out. So when you click on YouTube, see YouTube, watch this. This is so crazy, man. I didn't know this. YouTube, there's 1023, right? Watch. You can watch it live. It costs a lot of freaking money to run an app. I pay probably $2,000-$3,000 a year on this app as far as push notifications, fees, because of awesome. Traffic keeping. So anyway, you can watch it live on YouTube. So if you're not at home on Facebook, you can watch it on the app live. Apparently, that's pretty neat. So anyway, all right, enough of that. So all right, crazy. Florida Keys, Tyler, how's it going? Yeah, so for sure. Let's look at some rainy maps. All right, let's look at the rest of the models. So the models are catching up. That's why, you watch things in real time. Look at this. Spaghetti models picking up. Intensity models still keeping it kind of weak. That's a good thing. But, common sense says, hey, we got to watch it close, especially in the short term. Short term, there's very, very little shear down there. Shear map is, we got a little anticyclone. Now, we got a lot of shear to the north, but it's going to sit down here for maybe a day or two. So, these little anticyclones develop over top, kind of create a dome of high pressure, or, of high pressure basically, but enable faster development. So that's what we got there. A lot of shear in the Gulf. The question will be, where does this shear go? Starting to weaken. We have a front coming down. So the big question is going to be midweek. How much shear is going to be here? Does it, that's the big question. So no one really knows. We have to watch it in real time. And it looks like it's bubbling south of the island. Boom, it's getting bigger. See, we talked about that an hour ago or 20 minutes ago. But you're already starting to see a little more bubbling. This is definitely where the center is. And you can verify that a bunch of different ways. You can look at 850 millibar, and you can look at 500 millibar. Just start to see where it's starting to set up. This is Jamaica, so definitely developing center on the maps here. So the Caymans right here. There's your center. This is very good stacking, starting to try to line up. So not a big split there. There's your 500 millibar. So the 500 millibar, usually NHC will initialize on the 500 millibar initially, because usually the 500 millibar dominates. But this is, you can't even really zoom in on this one. So I don't know where they did it. Well, we can see here. I don't know. But anyway, that's that. Blah, 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 blah. So, all right. Yep, West Palm Beach. So, could be a rainy week. So, we're going to look at some models again. That's right. We never really did look into the models yet. Let's look at, let's just look at all the models real quick. So, tropical tidbits. Remember, the models are catching up now. So, now that we have a low pressure, here's the latest GFS. The important thing to note with the latest GFS is this. Very slow movement. Now, remember I said the only thing that might be happening is the rain chances here might become less if our system stalls out. So this could be Monday morning. Well, there's our sounding. I do it every time. This could be Monday morning in the latest GFS. Now, just watch. Weak system goes up, Halloween front, eventually a turn. Question is, when does it turn? This is Tuesday morning. Weak low pressure. Starting to get a little developed. You can start to see our front rolling in, and there it gets sucked up and heads up towards the panhandle. So a little signature there, again, weak, and then a turn. The latest, don't crash Chrome, Mike. Let's just close this one and start fresh. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson the hard way. All right, so here's the latest Euro. Euro showing those two lobes of low pressure system here. This was the initial thinking Monday, but here's the other one left behind. So that could still increase the rain, maybe. But the main tropics that we're watching here, this is Monday. And And then, what the heck? Why won't, there it goes. I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. Duh. Here's Wednesday, weak low pressure, and kind of just absorbs it in our Halloween front. This is Friday, October 30th. So again, our front is still on tap sometime Friday, Saturday. How far south it goes is the question. But that'll be the ultimate steering mechanism. All right, so the latest CMC shows weak west, really gets it into the Bay of Campeche. We haven't said that in a long time. Turns our system, kind of merges it up into the front. This is Friday. So no big development. Now the Icon, like I said, GFS parallel, kind of doing the same thing as the Icon. A little bit stronger system, kind of doing a little zigzag, but the general thinking is, a little bit stronger system. General motion northward with a turn. And here's our week in front. This is Thursday. So you're getting the idea what's going on here. And then, of course, the Icon's the most aggressive, showing a big bad 970 storm, into the Panhandle. So the Icon is the most aggressive, but I can definitely see that possibility. Just all depends what it does here the next couple days, day or two. The stronger it gets here, then it's on. Water's plenty hot. There's a loop eddy. Our buddy Nikki pointed that out earlier. Loop eddies are a little bit more warmer hot water. There's a pretty hefty one right here through the pass. Very interesting. Good catch, candidly, Nikki. Are you on here? There's so many things to look at, you forget. But this is definitely a hot pocket of warm water, and that will help intensify anything that comes out of here. So that'll be something to watch. Water temperature is definitely warm enough. Heat potential map. Things do cool off in the Gulf. However, as we saw, look at the water potential map. Look. What became a category 3 out here? Remember? And what maintained 100 mile an hour up here? Remember? Epsilon. And remember Florence. So don't get too wrapped up in this stuff yet. This is the only reason we wrap up in this. This is helps any sort of RI. Sitting on top of that hot water, for a day could really start, intensifying our system. So that's just something to watch. If that shear is just to the north, it's just enough to the north that maybe it'll limit, but you can't really see it on the satellite as you would expect. You can kind of see it, I guess, maybe a little bit. We'll go back to Weather Nerds here to see if we can see that shear. But we have strong west winds currently across the Gulf, so we'll see any signs here of shear. You'll probably see it more over Cuba and Bahamas, and you can see the cloud tops blowing. You can definitely see it in the Gulf here. Look at that. So we have that persistent, west winds here. But you're not really seeing it down here. This is a window. And again, the steering current's pretty weak right now, so it's just going to sit down there. It's not going to move much for. I mean, look at the timestamps here on Tropical Tidbits. I mean, look. So 24 hours right here. Look. So we're 24 hours from now till then. So the most models are predicting no movement in 24 hours. And then 48 hours, it could still be down here. There's a 48, there's a 48. So we could see this thing sitting down here for 2 days, and that could spell trouble. 2 days under that shear and hot water definitely could be something. So that's it. I'm not gonna hype anymore. That's for sure. All right. Hey Alexis. Yep. Hey, listen. Tuesday for sure. Tuesday into Wednesday. Not today. I think later tonight. You're going to get the winds over there. So good to see you, Alexis. shear is visible on the visible loop. Yes, okay. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it up here by Cuba. So yeah, it's bubbling. Definitely got some spinach. Look at that. You can already see it. Starting to get spinach. You can see these clouds starting to rotate a little bit in. There's our center. Pretty cool. Hey, Jason, I think there's a really good shot. It could be heading. I mean, if you were to draw a line, I mean, we know this front's coming. So the front's coming. I mean, you know, you hate to say Louisiana, but with that front coming, you know, it's going to turn. Definitely going to turn. The slower it meanders down here, the turn comes earlier because the front's going to be more here. So the longer it takes down here, so your chances, all right, so the longer it is down here, the chances are greater for here. Less down here, greater chances up here. So, you know, it's just what I drew this morning. I kind of went out on a limb this morning. I went out of my comfort zone this morning and did my own analysis. And this is what I said. People want me to go out on limbs more, so I did that. I said, looking at a lot of data, I can see a slow pull north and west before the eventual turn northeast. That is, of course, vanity form. So, looking like something's trying to form, very low shear and hot waters. But that was when the NHC had it going here. So, anyway, all right. But I am the hype master. I'm gonna get a shirt. Hype, Anthony Neves. Is that my softball buddy, Anthony? What are you doing? I don't have the Facebook chat on, so I can't see face. So the only thing about my chat program is all I see is names. I don't see colors or who everybody is. But if it is, hey, look at that. Somebody's watching me on the big screen. Remind me to comb my hair next time. What's the point of getting a haircut? Is that my softball buddy, Anthony? My softball buddy? I just said that. Let's see. I have the Facebook chat on. Thing. I know what Anthony needs. I don't know. I just don't know if that's one or not. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, I can hurricane chase. You're right, Joy. Hype and cherry picking. Yes, so I will. Oh, okay. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, my buddy Anthony. So I got to look up at Anthony Neves. His sisters play softball with my daughter. He's got twin sisters. Good buddy of mine. As a matter of fact, this is the weirdest thing ever. So my buddy, I was remembered of Anthony Neves, but Gators Dockside. Let's see, Gators. So unfortunately, I only been to Gators one time, but I heard that they closing, which sucks. But you know the craziest thing ever? This is the weirdest thing ever. Read my messages. Oh God, what happened, Shelly? What messages? Did I get in trouble? Oh, there you are. Oh, sheer? Okay. Chat this weekend. Well, yeah, but we got softball tomorrow, so it'll be more afternoon tomorrow. Emily's got an 8:30 game, and Julie's got to work. So I'm Mr. Dad tomorrow. So we'll do chat tomorrow, 100% guaranteed. It just will be more like an afternoon chat. Maybe tonight. No, I'm not ignoring Shelly. I can't see everything. I only got I can only see two storms. I can only see two names at a time. Hey Bob, I can show you that. We can look at that. Oh, I haven't looked at H-Warf yet. I have looked at a lot of models, and it does appear that the shear is going to relax as this treks up towards the Gulf. All right, so anyway, so sad news, Gators is closing. the weirdest thing is I've only been there once on our boat, and it was during a softball tournament with Anthony and Eves. And you know what? There is my boat. That little guy. It looks like a dwarf compared to everybody else. That's our boat. So they posted this the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember parking there. What is the chances of this? This is their cover, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, that's our boat. So, doesn't really mean nothing. It's just, we were enjoying a break in between softball. All right, somebody asked what shear was, and then we're going to look at the relative humidity on the H-Wharf, if I can remember to do that. But shear basically is just the upper level winds. Usually the jet stream dominates this time of the year up north. It slides to the north. Jet stream is the amount, or shear is the amount of upper level winds. Upper level winds deter tropical development. We have a little subtropical jet stream to the south, creating upper level winds, and there's a lot of ways to look at upper level winds, but basically this is a great map. Red is strong winds, green are light winds. Our system is right here, so anything wouldn't form right now in the Gulf, but our system's sitting underneath low level winds, and these little pink lines show you the direction of the winds, and you can kind of see that little secondary jet stream right here dipping. But like I said, I think this is going to push northward along with our system, and it's going to have a pocket of low shear to develop. So we did not look at H-Wharf yet. This will be drum roll stuff, man. My two favorite models. It might be a little early. I don't even know if they're running yet. H-Wharf 95. They are running. All right, so let's take a look at that. So. Yeah, I need a tablet. YouTube's not too bad. We're growing. Hey, Vicky, I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys rock. I ramble too much, but nobody seems to complain too much. All right, so here's the H-Wharf, and it's relatively not doing much. First run, I don't really jump on spaghetti models or models too quick, but this could be Monday near the Keys, not turning off the Bahamas now. And, you know, I guess what we're going to look at is the, oh, okay, there you go. Shear, good point. So you're probably talking about the dry air head. So that's a good point. So this is a relative humidity map, and does show dry air off. This is partly the shear, partly dry air approaching that front. So H-Wharf keeping a sloppy system. But again, I'm looking at this, and realistically to me, that's a little too light of precipitable water. This precipitable water is going to remain as our system comes up. So I don't know if that's really going to be that dry according to the H-Wharf. So that's something we'll have to watch. It just seems like there's a lot of moisture out there right now to work with. With our front not coming down like this weekend expected, that's going to allow the moisture bubble to maintain itself. So I think we'll have plenty of moisture to work with on that one. All right, so anyway, so let's look at HMON, see what it's showing. Oh, it's keeping it. Look at that. So it pulls a 180. It goes back to the original. So here you go. See the intensity models. You know, the 12Z H-Wharf I'll be more interested in. The initial models don't usually do very well, but the H-Mod, holy cow, look at this sucker. It's showing exactly what the GFS was showing. There's Sunday over Cuba. Look at that, 988. And look, here's Sunday night developing, and 988, 982, right along. Look at that. Look at that, Shelly, right over your back door. So there's your HMON. You can share that. If I was the cherry picking model trying to get likes guy, I would be copying that, which I still might. That's pretty aggressive though. That's the HMON. But again, we need to have, it's too early in the game. But that's kind of what we saw all along. Crazy. Haven't even looked at it yet. Here's the GFS showing weak system. So it's still a little too early. Too early to get too racked up. You just gotta, we're at the stage. You just watch it in real time. It's got 2 days over these super duper hot waters. So I suspect we're going to see it slowly organize. And the shear is reducing a little bit in the Gulf ahead. Anyway, all right. Hey, Bobby, what's going on? I'll be updating all day. Yep. Less is stacks, Bob. Correct. I think we're gonna watch this sucker. I think it's gonna develop. I think we're gonna see it develop. I've had a hunch from day one, and we'll see. I got my magnet. That should tell you something. The magnet came. I made sure it was here today. Last night. I got here last night. I got my magnet. Anyway, Jennifer, nobody knows for sure. It's not a system you have to worry about it, but it is being watched by the NHC 60%. And it's starting to rotate. Starting to get that look. Steering currents are very weak. So it's going to have 2 days, it appears, to be sitting right here. At least 24 hours, 36 hours. That's a long time. Hey, Rachel, no. Bad news. Sheep can swim? Don't know, Whitney. You know the coolest thing about our chat? It's the only place you can start out with hot coffee and end with cold coffee. Well, I had my little thing Dawn gave me. She don't like us anymore, but she brought me a hot plate, which I took it camping. Now I meant to plug it back in because it was I didn't even know they made hot plates. Cyclonics weather website. That's a great site. My favorite. Or maybe you weren't saying cyclonic. This is cyclonic weather, but my favorite graphic in the whole world is this little guy. The red, green, blue RGB shows you lower level and upper level clouds, so you can kind of get a sense of where the spin is. But we don't have enough daylight yet to really make that work too well. Let's see what else. Houston, Tia, yep, I think. Oh, I got a picture for you, Tia. Look at this. I was thinking of you. My daughter, I'm not really, I let the girls wear the shirt. I know you sent me a shirt, but I'm not really. But here's Sarah. She looks rough. She wore it the night before and we let her sleep in it. But look, there's Sarah wearing it. There's our Sarah. Look at that. So it went to good use. And I did get another sweater in the mail. Look at this one. I got to thank these guys. I don't even know how they got my address, but they got a hurricane. It says, I didn't choose the Storm Life. The Storm Life chose me. So it's Cat 5 resources. Look at that. So thank you. It's a hoodie. And I'll wear it. Hey, I'll wear it on the next chase, maybe. Look at that. Team No Sleep. That was us during Delta. We actually slept in a Motel 6. I left my socks on. All right. So, hey, Melissa, thank you. The hoodie is great. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to ramble. No more weather talk. I'll say goodbyes, everybody. We'll keep chatting for a while. I got to remember the email 1025. So, remember, if you're local, check me out on 1025. I was on the Tom and Dan show this week. Have you heard? That'll be fun to talk about. 1025, The Bone. We should do Katie. Yeah, we should do a sweat. Back to I'll do one more map. So it does not appear that the Halloween front is making it to Florida. It looks like it's going to stall out. right above us. Here it is. Here's Halloween night. So unfortunately, there's signs that it could, but this is your highs for Halloween day, 80s. So the peninsula is going to be in the 80s. Lows Saturday night, not going to be under 70. Panhandle in the 50s, yes. But it just doesn't look, even the CMC is a little warmer even. Oh, God, the CMC is showing 90s on Friday, October 30th. But doesn't look like the front's going to make it through. It looks like it's going to stop at Gainesville. Is there like a speed trap in Gainesville or somewhere? But anyway, this is all ahead of that. Whatever's forming down here, here's that front. It'll be turning. So it's all happening next week. I keep saying this week. Today's Friday. Anyway, Teresa, Epsilon, Tuesday, Wednesday, you guys are going to get some big winds and waves, no doubt about it. GFS is a little closer to you guys than the Euro, but definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to get Epsilon. So, hey, Dawn, have a fantastic day. Rachel, peace out, Whitney. See you, buddy. 97 degrees and yeah. So yeah, everybody's leaving me. That's good. I think it's Wednesday. I can't remember or Friday. What day is today? Wednesday. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So we got. Unfortunately, I'll be doing the fire pit on Halloween. 80 degrees out. I don't even think we did it last year because it's hot. I try so hard on Halloween to put a fire pit out. Here's the boys this morning. They were crying. This is what they do before I go live. They know it's time.
Today.
Look, there's Louie. And there's Hunter. Then Hunter's turn.
They're very needy.
It's like they know. This is what they do. Like,
they want their daddy.
Soon as I put Sarah on the bus for 10 minutes, and now they're both sleeping, like they're happy. It's like they got their little TV time. All right. So it's been an hour. Appreciate that. Lots to watch today. We got a so the way the timing works is this. There'll be a new NHC update on the spot at 2 o'clock. So the next time we get a new cone update, and timing again. Listen, so it could be, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Friday. It'd be more middle next week. If it doesn't do that, if that's off the plate, it'll be middle next week to Wednesday, probably the earliest Thursday, along this area right here. So that's an if. That's a big if. Big if. Big if. But we'll watch it real time. You'll watch this in real time, folks. That's all. But I will say we were the only ones talking about this. Even when the NHC stopped, we knew that this area was going to be something to watch. So, not like I'm jumping on the bandwagon here by any means. So, this will be interesting. I think I'm going to post about that, the loop eddy. Just a little tidbit. Loop eddy could help kickstart a little bit more strengthening. So, all right. You guys rock. I guess I say that a lot. So, thank you, Katie Haley. Appreciate that. Don't forget to buy a shirt. Christmas is coming. The Mike's Weather Page store. Right here, Facebook supporters get 20% off. That's, I think, cost. But you can get all the cool stuff for Christmas time. Hurricane Hunter. You get the Greek. What's the next name? Zoe? Or what is the next name? The next name on the list would be Zeta. With a Z. Zeta. All right. Cool beans. All right, so we'll be live tomorrow for sure. It'll be more likely later in the day. But I'll be updating all the time. Guaranteed. Promise you that. I might just update from the ball field. She's got an 8:30 game. So I can just update live from the truck. I mean, if I have to. But we'll see. We got the Rays tonight. Go Rays. Yes, go Rays. Excited about that. The end of the first semester for Emily. She might have pulled her grades up. Got a bunch of A's. So I guess that's a big celebration. Get to the first semester of high school. So, all right, you have a great Friday. TGIF. Go to ABC. Support them. Stay tuned to Mike's weather page. We got a lot to talk about on the weather. We got a lot developing, possibly. Levi's back chatting. And, of course, everything on my Twitter feed now is Tropics. Everything's Tropics. That's mainly who I follow is Tropics. So, and then tornado re-timbers up there. We do have a threat for storms in the very, very tip of the U.S. here. So kind of odd to have a storm threat that far north, but look, there it is. I think Reed's there. So check him out. Do a little storm chasing. Front's coming. Lots of snow behind. A lot of winter weather. And there it is. All right. Cool beans. Yeah, she's played good, Brantley. I was proud of her. I brag about her a lot. So I guess we'll end on that. I got everybody asked me. So everybody knows her first first day of high school softball was this week. So Emily started playing softball at 6 years old. And she was 6. Little girl, man, 6. And oh my gosh, she had some like terrible ups and downs. So she would stand out there in right field crying, like, I want to go. And we used to bribe her with Build-A-Bears. So we have every single Build-A-Bear that they made, because anytime she did anything good, we'd say, hey, if you just stick it out, we'll get you a Build-A-Bear. And we knew she was good. Well, now she loves it. But pitching, she pitched at 7 years old, and she was terrible for a lot of years. She had good moments, but she had more bad moments than good moments. But she never gave up. As bad as we had a lot of father-daughter moments with a lot of walks, a lot of meltdowns on the mound, she never gave up. She always wanted to be a pitcher. She never quit, and she got to start Eastlake. Now it's fall ball, granted, so they give the freshmen obviously a little more time, but they believed in her, and she started, and she had 2 scoreless innings, which is great. And they didn't have a hit, so I was proud of her. The biggest, so I had all her pictures right here. I'll just play them. But
here we go.
I'll turn it down.
First.
But the coolest thing was she had a full count walk, and that's usually rough on a pitcher. And then the next batter, she hit the batter, the first pitch. So it was like awesome first inning, 1, 2, 3 out. Second inning, 1 out. You'll see it. Walked the girl, hit a batter, and I'm like, this is it. There's her first pitch, a little low, but it was good. Then they had a little dink to shortstop, so first out. But then I'm like, this is it. I'm like, my heart was pounding so bad. I was like, bam, 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 bam. And I was like, oh, Emily, which Emily is going to show up? I'm like, come on, you can do it. I was willing her. I'm like, don't break down. It's so easy for girls to break down. I'm like, this is it. She's so nervous. First night of high school, there's a second hit, got it out. But she came back. She came back through strikes, and they got out of the inning with no hits. So I was happy about that. So anyway, there you go. I was proud. So enough of that. All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. All day today, I'll be doing nothing but watching the weather. So I have a permanent seat here on my chair. My chat locked up, so I don't even know if anybody's in there anymore. All right, I'm signing off. See ya later, alligators. Thanks, Shelly. See ya.